everyone. Linux cluster on CentOS 7, Chapter 16, Apache cluster using Pacemaker. The main topics in this chapter will cover two the topics. The first chapter, active and passive mode for Apache cluster, and the second topic will be the active and active mode for Apache cluster. For this wrap, I prepare for this kind of wrap. So there are three nodes, cluster node, node 4, node 5, and node 6. And the node 4 has this IP address 192.168.12, and the node 5 8.13, and node 6 8.14. For the plotting IP address, I will use this one 192.168.8.50. So for the Apache cluster wrap, we needed to create this kind of the resources. First one, IP resources. So I already told you IP address, the resource will use this IP address 8.50. And the second, the application resource name will be the website. And this website will use the information from the Apache server, localhost /server -status. And this resource needs the configuration file, etc httpd config/http.conf. And number 3, file system resource, we need this one, okay? So I will create this resource with the name, the webfs. And this webfs, the file system will use a gfs2. And this file system will be for this directory, var/ww/html. And the device, in my case, I will use this one, db vg2 ww lv. For the testing of the Apache cluster, we need to create this kind of 3 resources, but especially number 1 and the number 2, this one, these resources will be only for active and passive. But in case of number 3, the file system is we needed this resource for active and active mode. And also, I will create the resource group. The name is Apache group. And this one also, in case of the resource group, also can be created for only this mode, active/passive mode. In case of the active, we don't need this kind of resource group. Okay, first one, Apache configuration for both mode, active and passive. We need to create this kind of Apache configuration. Step 1, check the package. So httpd for testing, we need this one, wget. And if you don't have this kind of package, please install using this command, yum install httpd wget and yes. And the second, step 2, the configure Apache files. So here, create the index file. So var www/html/the-index.html. So in my case, I will create this kind of the index file. That is PR website for Apache like this. And the second, create the server status file. At first, we cannot find this kind of server status file in Apache, so we need to create. So this one, etc httpd conf.d status.conf. So this is a default setting. In my case, this one allow the from, so localhost we can access this information, and this network address also can access to this Apache servers the URL. Apache cluster using the Pacemaker. At first one, active and the passive mode for Apache cluster. So here, for this configuration, I prepare for 4 steps. For step 1, create Apache resources. And the step 2, the configure constraint for resources. And the step 3, configure more constraint. And the step 4, test active and passive mode for Apache. Step 1, the create Apache the resources. So at first time, I will create this one, cluster IP resource. So using this kind of the command, PCS resource create the cluster IP the resource name, and the OCF the standard, and heartbeat is a provider, and IP ADR2 is a type. So this type will use this kind of the options. IP, I already told you this one, the floating IP address, and the CID netmask 24, and operation for this resource monitoring per 30 seconds. And the resource will belong to this group, Apache group. And the second, create the website, also similar website name of the resource, the standard, provider, and type, Apache. So Apache type need this kind of file, configuration file, etc httpd/conf/http.conf. And the status URL, I will tell you this one, localhost/server status. Operation monitoring per 60 seconds. And the group, also this resource will belong to this group. And after, if we want to check these resources, then we can use this kind of command, PCS status or constraint. And after that, test perform the failover, so like this, cluster standby. So node 4, at first time, if we create this kind of resource, this one will be enabled automatically and will be run on node 4 and node 5. So we can test this kind of failover using standby command. And then we can check PCS status. Step 2, configure constraint for this kind of resource. First one, ensure the resources run on the same host. In this case, we can use the constraint co-location and add website and cluster. It means the resource, cluster IP, and the website must be run on same host. And the B, resource start and stop the ordering. Here we can define exact order for the exact this kind of resources. So cluster IP will be started first, and after that website will be started after cluster IP. Also, using this command, we can check. Step 3, the configure more concentration. Manually move the resource around the cluster node. If you start this is the website the resource on node 4, but if we want to move this resource to another cluster node, in this case, we can use this kind of option. Okay, location, website, resource name, prefers, and node 5, and infinity. Infinity means the must. This resource must be the run only here, okay? Node 5. You can check this status using this PCS status. Or just you can specify the prefer location. So like this website, prefer only node 5 without any the score options. You can check also this the configuration using this PCS status, PCS constraint. The step for testing, test and active passive mode for Apache. So you at first time to check the status, current status, and after that standby, okay, the node 4. If the website, the resource website is running on node 4 standby, then this resource will fail over to node 5. But PCS cluster stop node 5. Then this resource will fail over to node 6. And after that, please check the IP address for this Apache service. In my case, 80.50, using this command IP ADDR list and PCS status. And if we want to come back this kind of the standby node, then we can use this kind of command on standby. Then you can check also this command. Apache cluster using the FaceMaker. The second mode is active and active mode for Apache cluster. In case of the active and passive mode, only one resources will be run, only one the host. But in case of active and active, multi-cluster node can run active this kind of the resources per each cluster node. So for this kind of configuration, I prefer for the 9 steps. First one, install the package needed. Second, the configure CLVM. So for the active and active, we will use the GFS2. So GFS2 must be run on CLVM. And create the 2 resources per CLVM. So if we want to the CLVM, we need to create the 2 resources first. And step 4, constrain the conditions for the 2 resources mean this one for CLVMD. And step 5, create the GFS to the file system for Apache directory. And step 6, we need to create the 3 resource for cluster Apache web servers. And step 7, configure resource constraint and FaceMaker for active and active. And step 9, the convert file system and Apache resource into clones for testing. Okay, active and active mode for Apache. Step 1, the install packages needed. So we need to install this kind of package, GFS2 utils and the DLM. And after that, we need to load the module to the kernel. And please check like this. Step 2, configure the CLVM support on the cluster. So to use the CLVM daemon for each cluster node, we need to configure these kind of things. First one, sysctm disable the LVM metadata daemon and open this file etc/lvm lvm.conf. So here for the clustering environment we need to the rocking type the number 3, this one, and the disable, I already told you this one, LVM metadata daemon. Step 3, create the 2 resources for the CLVM. So if we want to the CLVM daemon in the cluster, for the active and active mode, we need to create the 2 kinds of resource. First one, DLM, okay, like this. Resource create the DLM and the OCF, the standard, and the pacemaker, this one, the provider, and control the time name and operation monitoring per 30 seconds. And after that, clone here. Clone means copy this kind of the configuration to another all the cluster node in the same cluster. And the DLM is the same. Clone max. It might get start with the number 3 cluster node here, node max also. And the second, the CLVMD resource, create CLVMD OCF the same, and heartbeat is the provider is different, and the CLVM is a type name, and operation monitoring per 30 seconds is the same. Also, this one to need to copy this resource to another cluster node. So here, clone CLVMD name, the resource name, and max number 3, node max 3 also. Okay, step 4, the configure the constraint conditions for 2 resources. First one, constraint the order. We need to create the order. So at first, DLM clone will be started first, and after that, the CLVMD clone. And the collocation add CLVMD and the DLM must be run on the same host using this command. Step 5, create the GFS file system for Apache directory. So in my case, I will create like this, the 1 GB file system size, and the name, okay, www.lv, the logical volume name, and in my case, the volume group 2. And that the conf file using the GFS file system, okay, like this. And protocol, and the journal, and the type, in my case, I will use this one, here, and the device. The step 6, create the 3 the resource for Apache web server. So for the Apache web server, we need to create the 3 resources. In case of the active and passive, we just create only 2 resources. But for the Apache web server in the active and active mode, we need to create 3 cluster the resources. First one, create the web FS file system. So here type is a file system option. So in my case, I will use this one, the volume group 2, the logical volume www.lv, and the directory for this one be www.html, and file system type will be GFS2. And after that, the cluster IP for the plotting IP address, so IP ADDR2 as a type, and option IP plotting IP address, and the CIDR, the mask. And the number 3, website, okay, this one, Apache. And the configuration file is similar to the active and passive. So, configuration file name and the URL, status URL 127.0.0.1 is same to the localhost and server status. So now I created these 3 cluster resources for Apache. Step 7, the configure the resource constraint. So first one, website and cluster IP must be run in same host. Infinity mean the must. Or surely website, okay, this one, and the cluster IP, this resource must be run in same cluster node. And order the cluster IP, this resource will be started first, and after that, website resource. Collocation also add website and web file system also must be run on the same host. Absolutely, or surely. And order also web file system first, and after that, website. If we want to check this kind of the current status, then we can use this command. Configure the pacemaker for active and active. So here, resource clone the cluster IP globally unique, okay, globally unique. So even if we are using the same, the floating IP address, in my case, the 80.50, but this one must be globally unique and clone max 3 and 3 node. And the constraint, if we want to see this, the constraint, then we can use this command. And after that, resource update the cluster IP hash must be the source IP. It means using this command, we can tell the cluster, the cman especially, how to decide which requests are processed by which host. In this case, we have to check source IP address. Using this source IP, we can know this kind of making decisions. And step 9, the convert file system Apache resource into clones for test. So now we create all kinds of the resources and the pacemaker configuration as well. Now we need to copy this kind of the resources to another cluster node, WebFS website, using this one, clone and clone. Now we need to enable this kind of resource using this kind of command, enable WebFS or website. If we want to check, we can use this kind of command, PCS resources and PCS status. So I already told you active and active mode will support all this kind of resource must be the run or cluster node. Okay, now try to test this kind of cluster both mode, active and passive mode and active and active mode. Okay, now let's try to test the active and passive and active mode. First one, in my case, I prepare for this kind of situations. First one, manager host, node 4, node 5, and node 6. In case of node 4, this one has this kind of IP address. This one 192.168.12, and this one second, the interface 10.1.12, and the third 10.1.2.12, and node 4, node 5, and node 6 as well. So first one, for the Apache configuration for both mode, please check the package first, like this, rpm-grep http must. In my case, I already installed. And the second, wget also I already installed. If you don't have, just install this kind of packages like this. Install http wget like this. In my case, I already installed. Step 2, configure the Apache files. Then etc, var www html. In my case, I already create like this. Knowledge via testing website. So please check the other cluster node as well. In my case, this one too. Node 5. So var www html index file. It's the same. Node 6 as well. And create the server's the status file. So let's go etc httpd conf.d. Here in this directory, I create this file like this, status conf. In my case, this one has an error, so I will edit this file status. Okay, this one has an error, so I need to edit it like this. So the localhost 127.0.0.1 and 192.168.8.0, this network, okay, can't access this one. And the node 5 as well, etc conf.d, let's check status. Okay, this one also let's create this one, or we can use like this. I will use this one, scp status root, in my case node 5, and the directory etc httpd conf.d like this. Okay, and node 6 as well. Okay, then let's check here. Okay, node 5. So we can find this one, and node 6. Also is the same. Okay, like this. So I finished the step 2, the configure Apache files. Okay, now the Apache cluster using pacemaker, active and passive mode. There are 4, I will tell you the steps. So, step 1, create the Apache, the resources. So, in node 4, I will create this kind of Apache, the resources. So, PCS, resource, in my case, will be cluster IP and the OCF, the heartbeat, the provider, and the type. And the IP, in my case, I will use 192.168.80.50, and option and mask, so 24. And the operation monitor is interval, in my case 30 seconds. And this one group. Okay, now I create the cluster IP, and the second, the resource here, website. Okay, so similar SOUR resource create, and this one is a website, and the standard website, the OCF, and the provider also heartbeat and so Apache, and the config file so pd conf /httpd.conf. So HTTP server status and op is the same, interval 30 seconds, and the group also. Okay, now I created the resources, and after that let's check the status. Okay, now in my case I already created the cluster name is Narispia, and the stack is CoreSync as a pacemaker engine, and the 3 node here. So now node 4, node 5, and node 6, and the resource here group is Apache group, and cluster IP with this kind of the information OCF, the standard and provider and type. And now started node 4, and the website as well. Okay, start node 4. Okay, and node 3 node is now 19. And here let's try to test the failover. So at first PCS cluster, and now this one running on node 4. So node 4 that change the mode standby. So now it's started and node 5, and here you can find this one. Okay, node 4 is standby. In node 4, let's test this one. Okay, first one IP ADR. Let's see. Okay, so this one this is original the IP address of the node 5, but this one, okay, 192.168.50. And let's check the process as well. Okay, now HTTP started, but node 4 we cannot find this kind of the process. Node 6 as well, okay, cannot find. So only node 5 is running this the Apache the daemon. Now we can see the information status, okay, like this. So now node 5, and here let's one more testing PCS the cluster standby. Now node 5. Then let's. So now cluster IP started and node 6, and one more time. So now we can find, okay, node 6 is running these the resources. Now let's the change here on standby node 4 and node 6 as well. And okay, now okay, the node 5, okay, node 5. Node 5. Yes. So now node 4, node 5, node 6, and also this resource is particularly started node 6. So let's check node 6. Okay, here. Now again, so we can find, okay, this the daemon is our start, and the IP address as well. So now we can find this one, 192.60.80.50. But node 5, okay, let's check again. Cannot find, and the IP also. So we cannot find, only 80.13. So now we finished the step 1, create Apache resources, and the tested failover as well. Now the step 2, configure the constraint for the resources. So PCS AIN and the collocation, and in my case website, and okay, now I create this one, and the second order. So in my case, the cluster IP first, then now website. Okay, now we can find this one. First action start, then action start. So let's check options, the PCS status. Okay, like this, and the daemon. Okay, also, and if we want to see only the constraint, so we can find this kind of constraint, okay? The order and collocation, or config. So we can find more detailed information. So, okay, that is via the crossing the engine, the resource manager, and the resource group, Apache group, and the resource cluster IP and website, using this kind of informations like a class, provider, or type. The constraint, okay, here, okay, ordering. So start the cluster IP first, and after that website is a mandatory. And the collocation, website and cluster IP, the infinity, I already told you infinity means the must. So this cluster IP and website must be run on same host, and this is a property. I create the constraint and the resources, and the step 4, test active and passive mode for Apache. So at first, so we can see this kind of information, and the second, cluster standby. Now this one is started node 6, so let's decide this one node 6. Okay, again, So now start node 4 and again. So you can find, okay, node 4 and node 4 website and cluster. And in node 4, okay, let's check list first. Okay, can you find this IP address 192.168.50? And the process here, correct? Okay, now we can find that this kind of the process, and also so now let's check. So okay, here index.html has this kind of information. So using wget also, I download the index file from the localhost the node 4 and I check the IP address. So here, okay, check. Now start node 4. And if I also standby node 4, then this one will fade over to node 5. Okay, let's check PCS status. Okay, now this one started node 5 automatically, and node 4 and node 6 is now standby mode. And using config, okay, this one PCS config, okay, here resource, and also okay, this kind of the constraint, and now here, okay, node 4 and node 6 is our standby. So now change the mode. Standby node 4 and node 6 as well. And let's check. Okay, now here online and node 4. And PCS config as well, we cannot find any the standby node here. I show you how to configure the active and passive mode for Apache. Okay, now the active mode for Apache. So let's get started from the step 1. Okay, step 1, install the packages needed. So in our case, we need to install GFS2utils and the TLM. Before install, let's try to check this kind of the package first. Okay, in my case, I already the GFS2 and the DLM as well. Okay, I already installed. If you don't have, just install like this. GFS2 utils and DLM like this. But in my case, I already installed. Okay, step 2, the configure the CLVM support on the cluster. After you install this kind of package, you need to check the kernel module like this. Okay, ls mode and grab DLM. Okay, then you have to find this one. If you don't have, just like this, DLM. Okay, like this. Step 2, CLVM support on the cluster at first. System, in my case, disable. So metademo must be disabled to use the CLVM. And the second, etc lvm conf. So here let's check the locking type. So locking type must be the number 3. Okay, line number in my case, locking type 3. 3 mean here. The use built-in the cluster locking. In the cluster environment, we have to choose this one. And the second, use LVM. So in my case, line number 665 here must be the general. It mean the disable this service. Okay, if you finish this one, configure the CLVM support on the cluster, please check this kind of the configuration on the other node as well. In my case, I already configured this one on node 5 and node 6. So now I'm configuring this active and active mode for Apache node 4, but the node 5 and node 6 where will this one also is a member of this cluster. So now in the step 4, I will configure the other things. Step 3, the create two resources for the CLVMD in the cluster. To use the CLVMD, the daemon in the cluster environment, especially the based on the FaceMaker the 7, this one. Okay, here maybe you okay if you use this kind of the LVM command or PBS or the VGS, then we cannot find any the information. In my case now, the manager host, this is a kind of the send to supply the shared the directory to the other cluster node. So node 4, node 5, node 6 must see this information, but now we cannot find. So we need to create the CLVM, the resources first. So at first, PCS. Okay, first in my case, I will use the DLM, this one, OCF, the standard, FaceMaker, the provider, and type control D, and OP, monitor, interval, is 30 seconds. Okay, I create, and the resource, this one, I will create the clone DLM to replicate this information to this resource to the other cluster node. So clone max in my case is 3 and clone node max is 1. Okay, then let's create the CLVM. This one also OCF, heartbeat, the provider, CLVM and OP, monitor, interval 30 seconds. So PCS, resource clone, this one must be the clone also, CLVM, clone master 3 and the clone node max 1. So let's check the resource. So two cluster node, okay, here. So DLM already the clone to the other host as well, and the CLVM as well, okay, started node 4, node 5, node 6. Step 4, we need to, I already created two kind of resources, but here we need to the configure order and the collocation of for these two resources. So constraint order first, okay, start the DLM clone first, then CLVM clone. Okay, and after that, constraint collocation add CLVM clone and DLM clone, because it means the CLVM, this resource must get started with the DLM clone in anywhere. So now let's check resource. So this one and the PCS status. So we can find this one, get DLM and the clone, and if we see this one, we can find the ordering constraint, okay, here, the DLM first and CLVM. And the collocation, the CLVM always must get started with the DLM clone like this. Infinite means it's a must. So now I finished the step 4. Now the step 5, the create the GFS file system for Apache directory. So now let's check. Okay, so now we can find the LBS. In my case, like before for the testing, I created this one. So at first I will remove dvvg2. Okay, yes. I don't have. So now here, let's create logical volume. In my case, 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte. Name www.lb and the device VG2. Okay, yes. So let's check. Okay, now I create this logical volume. And after I created this logical volume, and we needed to format this the file system using the GFS2. So rock the DLM and the journal 3 and the table and the device VG2. Okay, yes. Okay, now the format, I created this file system here using the logical volume and the device, the size, file system, the size, and the protocol, locking the protocol, and the table like this. So now I finished step 5, the creating the GFS file system for Apache Director. Now step 6, create the 3, the resource for Apache web servers. So let's try to create, in my case, username, cluster IP, and the type IP/IPADDR2, and the IP address for the plotting, in my case, 192.168.80, the 50, and the CIDR name mask is 24. And I create the cluster IP, and the second resource will be the file system. So fishes create web FS file system, here the type file system, and this information, in my case, device will be the volume group 2 and logical volume at WWLB, and directory is HTML, and the file system type is GFS2. Now I create the WebFS. So here, okay, now I create 2 more the resource here, cluster IP. So now this one started the node 4, and WebFS2 also now start node 5. Okay, now let's create the website now. PCS resource, create the website, and this one type is Apache, and the config file in my case etc conf.conf, and this one status URL is in my case 17127.0.0.1. Okay, now let's check. So now the cluster IP, this one started node 4, and the WebFS file system started the node 5, and the website start node 6. In this case, the cluster IP and the WebFS and the website, this kind of resource get started in different node 4, node 5, and node 6. So in this case, using the resource constraint, we need to control this kind of the resource. So step 7, configure resource constraint. The PCS at first time collocation, website, and cluster IP, this one infinity. These two the resource need order start the cluster IP first, and then website. Sorry, this one cluster S. Okay, then the second for website, then WebFS as well. PCS collocation, website, and WebFS infinity. And the order as well. So WebFS, then website. Okay, then let's check here again. So now here, cluster IP and the WebFS and the website. The website will start this one together. Okay, then let's go to the step 8, the configure the pacemaker for active and active. So PCS, the resource clone, in my case, cluster IP here, globally unique. This one true, clone max is a 3, clone node max 1. Sorry, PCS constraint. So here we can find this one. Okay, DLM and the cluster IP and the WebFS collocation, the CLVM always with the DLM and the website with the cluster IP and website with WebFS. Okay, one more thing, the PCS, the resource also update cluster IP hash must be source IP. So using this information will decide which requests are processed by which host. Okay, now I finished the step 8. Now the step 9. Convert the file system and Apache resources into clones for test. So here, resource the clone WebFS and clone website as well. So enable website as well. And then, so here, let's check again for an active mode. Okay, first one here, the DLM now start in node 4, node 5, and node 6. CLVM as well, node 4, node 5, node 6. And let's check the cluster IP clone, so started here, node 4, node 5, and node 6. And the WebFS, let's check node 4, node 5, node 6. And the website also node 4, node 5, node 6 to start. For the testing, let's check this one. First one, per each node, let's check the IP address. In my case, the now using this IP address 192.168.50 is a floating IP address. This is node 4 and node 5. Also, cluster IP here started. And the original IP address is 8.13, but the floating 80.50. And node 6. Okay, also original IP 8.14, but floating 8.50. So now we check here, okay. So all the cluster IP, the resource, this one started per each cluster node. And the second, let's check WebFS here. How can? So df-h. So we can find this one. ww, the VG2, the volume group, and WWLV, the logical volume here, and mounted to this one. And the node 5 as well. Okay, we can find this one. And node 6. Okay, this one. So we checked cluster, this one, Okay, file system is all started for each cluster node. And the last one, so let's check this one, website. So node 4, node 5, node 6. Okay, in case of node 4, let's check. So we cannot find any file. So here, let's create index.html. So in my case, I will create now let's check. So now I create this file and the permission 755 index. And this information must be the spread to clone to node 5 and node 6 as well. So let's check node 5. So we can find and let's read. Okay, we can find this index file and node 6 as well. Okay, we can find the same content. And the second testing, let's check the process here for the Apache like this. So node 4, we start this daemon, Apache daemon, and node 5 also. Okay, you can check the daemon, Apache daemon, and node 6. So node 6 as well, the Apache daemon is all started. We check this one, okay, the cluster, the resource cluster IP and WebFS and the website as well. For the testing here, let's using. So now I download this file, okay, index.html. So here, okay. So now I checked all the cluster node is providing the Apache web service to the client. Using this one, we already checked. And if we want to check the more information, okay, config, okay, here. So each cluster node, cluster IP, WebFS, and website has this kind of the resource, the options, and the location also. Location, the constraint as well, the ordering, collocation, and the cluster properties. Okay, so far I show you how to implement active and active mode using the FaceMaker. Okay, chapter 16, the summary. Number 1, what is different between the active and passive and active mode? I show you the two kinds, the cluster mode. And number 2, which resources do you need to use the cluster LVM resource? At first time, based on the FaceMaker, we cannot use the CLVM. So to use the CLVM daemon, we have to create the two kinds, the resources. And number 3, which resource do you need for Apache cluster? In this video, I show you 3 kinds of Apache resources. And number 4, which constraint do you need for 2 resources of the CLVMD? In case of the CLVM, they need to configure this kind of constraint. And number 5, how can you configure active and active mode using the plotting IP address on 3 cluster node? Even if we have the 3 cluster node, but we can use one plotting IP address for active and active mode. Okay, thank you for watching this video. God bless you. See you in next video.